Hello and welcome to Talking Hogs. Oh, what the fuck? There's feedback.
Double time. Do you have it's not on my
200%
end. I
audio.
can hear you. Yeah, 200% audio, baby.
Wait, I think we're good.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't hear it anymore. Welcome
Just
to Talking Hogs, the only podcast that still allows the duplication glitch. No rules today. Back to the gap back. It's just right. With
No
me as
rules, just
always,
come.
with just no rules, just come. With me as always is our good pals Aaron and Big Dick Daddy 2000, Danny
That's
B.
me.
So is this is for the folks at home, this is Daniel's username on Zoom through his work email. So
his
Uh-huh.
work email. And this is
that's
exact you're seeing him as people who are trying to buy product from him do with the chest out, the cat in the background,
and a
the
Waffle House
name.
Oh, there's Sweet
t-shirt.
Tater. Hey, bud. That's my Waffle House shirt. This is official Waffle House employee only merch. You gotta
Hmm.
you gotta smoke a lot of meth to get one of these shirts.
And that's fireproof as well, if I'm not mistaken. That's the type of material that's
Yeah.
used. Oh shit. So what's everybody getting into today aside from not being able to fucking meet up?
Oh, babe.
Recovering.
Recovery.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah,
doing well. Slept till 11, 12-ish. I'm
really.
Dude,
holding my brain
same.
together with my hands, but other than that,
And that's
you're,
surprising for you, Daniel. You've always been an early riser. I get it with Aaron's lazy ass.
well, I didn't go to bed till about 3 or
Mm.
so.
They kept at it. Last
So
night, Daddy was like, "Hey, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed." And everybody was over here. So I was like, "Hey, you can stay. I mean that. But my ass going to bed." And then everybody left.
I mean, hell, the life of the party's gone. What else you gonna do?
That truly is. Yeah, if Aaron dies, then there's no real reason to push forward, you know.
Well, Aaron's been doing this real whack shit where he's like taking care of himself and putting his health first and prioritizing his adult relationships and such. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty whack.
It's a
So
goddamn
it
shame.
causes the party. I know, just scared of a
I
little thing like death.
it's like I'm tired of this mortal coil making decisions for me. I'm just ready to eject into the
Yeah,
next
just
phase,
yeet yourself into the next cycle.
please. If anybody knows
So
how.
when did your little scare come about, Aaron?
I had so for the listeners who don't know, it's another tale. Father Curl and his body breaking down in real time. Everything's good. I had some palpitations that were keeping me awake at night about a month-ish ago or something. So when that kind of shit happens, you're like, "Oh my god, my heart." So I went, got it all checked out. They did everything. They fucking ran my raggedy ass around, and everything's cool. But I believe I've got COVID, reopening old war wounds, some gastrointestinal refluxion I took care of back in 2010. Is if you've ever seen the movie Logan, it's like that wound that was healed, and my healing powers were weakened a little by COVID, and it's sort of reopened. So I'm having to take care of that shit again.
Okay, so it's like when Professor X gets like Alzheimer's and his brain just blasts sonic frequencies throughout a
Yeah.
hospital.
Except mine's right there
Somehow,
on my little esophagus's butthole ring. Just
Oh, titty
ooh,
milk. Daniel, what are you
so
doing, buddy?
that's uncomfortable. I'm trying to
You look like you're
affect my
hacking into a
background.
bank.
I
Oh,
am.
you're
I'm in.
the money's still there.
Oh,
So
there's nothing for me.
I guess we can go through a couple of little achievements here. So my birthday was Thursday,
yes,
turned
sir.
32, still the youngest by age.
There we
Daniel's.
go. It's better now.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
So
Oh,
I turned 32, and let me tell you, it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's great. The missus made me a delicious meal of a Cajun blackened chicken Alfredo with sausage, all homemade from scratch.
Oh, sounded
And she
good.
made some damn cheddar mini muffins and a fucking what else did she make? A Caesar salad and a homemade cookie cake with a homemade icing, and that was really it. Daniel's just turned into a
Mhm.
possum at
He
this
is
point.
a Girlbossum. He's
He's a girl
disappeared
boss,
into the
dude.
ether.
That's
I
the
can't girl boss under these conditions, bestie.
That's the Australia.
you just disappear into the fucking image because of the color of it. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Life is truly reached the limit. My eyes, as you can see via Zoom, are more sunk in than ever as I transcend to the next
Immediately.
plateau into life. Can also be the amount of Zelda I've been playing in the past
Oh,
week.
Tears of the Kingdom, baby.
Yeah, it's
That's all.
been it's all I think about. It's
Yeah,
all I
I'm
do.
physically here with you guys, but I'm
Consumes me.
I'm in there.
Yeah, I get
Uh,
that.
That's why I'm
Daniel,
outside. I had to remove myself from the same fucking room it exists in.
it's a hard time. Daniel, have you played it?
No, we're getting it for Reina, but in this economy, we don't get games on release day anymore. Not in this economy.
Well,
Good
it's
luck.
Nintendo too, so Tears of
Shit,
the Kingdom
yeah.
will be $70 for the next 8 years.
I
Oh, baby.
know, and
It'll
it's
never
not
st-
like I'm waiting.
and when it's not 80 anymore, it's only because it's becoming more expensive. It's not going down.
And,
Yeah, they're gonna release a DLC where you get to fly a jet airliner into the Twin Towers, and it'll be like $85.
that's probably already happening now.
Hell, you could do it, yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw a
And
TikTok. I sent it to Aaron, I think.
but Daniel, you have seen like the Korok
Oh,
crucifixions.
dude, it's my entire
yeah.
TikTok feed. I'm not mad about it.
I love I saw this one of this dude who had like attached a Korok to a cross, and shoved it in the back of a wagon, and he's just going across Hyrule, just preaching the message.
Dude, I've gotten so
I've,
mad at him. Like, I don't even want to be creative anymore. I'm like, where the fuck does your fat ass go? I'm tired of I just hook the gurney up to the back of my horse and glue it face down on the road and just road haul its
just
ass. Like,
road haul them.
ugh.
uh,
God damn.
I like them. I like the little Koroks. I have a good time. I would, yeah. I just wish that the main Korok leader dude, he's just like totally has no idea of your fucking existence. Like, don't pretend that I didn't spend 32 hours looking for your little bitch ass the last game, and now you're like, who are you? I don't know, but I lost all my little Korok seeds from my maracas, which that's cultural appropriation and that's complete bullshit.
It
Mhm,
is.
mhm.
It is. I mean, that's no way to be a leader of a Korok and not represent your Korok babies correctly.
Yeah, trying Latinx community is very angry at the Korok community, and I believe something has to be done.
I do appreciate all the war crimes and violations of the Geneva Convention that I've seen on my TikTok feed.
Yeah,
Carpet bombings, chemical warfare, just general entrapment and torture, waterboarding of Kuroks, all the faves, all the classics.
I agree with that. Aaron, what's your thoughts?
The core. I mean, I think I'm pretty clear on it. Hestu is a false god. He's a pretty big fat piece of shit. And the Koroks, I mean, I don't know. Maybe maybe Hit Stew was right, and we could do with a little less Korok in the land.
So fuck them. Fuck upgrading your inventory. Fuck doing all that. You know, I made a bridge that was maybe 4 miles long the other day.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
and we
same
will.
thing. I love cheesing that shit. It's like, how about you build an incredibly creative contraption? I'm like, how about I take the pieces you gave me and build 100-foot bridge and walk my happy ass across it?
Yeah.
If I can't long
Looks like
bridge
it
it,
works.
I ain't fucking with it.
I
You're
finally
damn
found
right.
where I could like get some rockets. I've been slapping them motherfuckers everywhere, just blasting my
Everything it
ass
ain't
into the
nailed
sky.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm still strong arming it. I'm still out there like I can't. I have trouble at the beginning of these games focusing. So it's like I've got shit to cash in, but then it's like, oh, there's another shrine. Ooh, there's this. Ooh, there's that. So I'm like 16, 17 shrine bits in. I could easily go upgrade my life, and I refuse to. I'm still rolling on 4 hearts, getting one-shotted. Like, yeah, there's more exploring to do.
But isn't there stuff in this one that you can only unlock once you have a certain heart quantity?
Yeah, there. I haven't
I haven't came across it, but yeah.
past the intro area. I haven't found one, but I know that there's more health checks, and apparently there's stamina checks too.
Mm,
I saw the video where the guy gets the mech suit and
yeah,
like
goddamn.
legitimately part of the game, not built one from scratch. And you have to have like 10 hearts before you can access it. Something like that.
I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that.
Then
That
he's got
seems
to
like
put
some
his
kind of
hands on the.
super anime situation. This is like the
Mm-hmm.
most anime Zelda game ever.
At first I was confused and a little bit against it, but after I've seen people build transfer trucks and death machines and UFOs that drop attack mech drones on Bobkins for some reason, like they
Mhm.
need it. My question is, what does Ganon do when you roll up in a fucking Ava Unit 2 to pummel his ass? Like, what happened there?
Oh baby. Big Daddy, Hot Daddy Ganon, and this one ripped ass fucking shredded Daddy Ganon once he like ain't thirsty no more. This motherfucker, he's full out dealing with Kamehameha waves at this point. He's just like, you want to see power? It's insane, man.
It's nothing a little sarin gas or terrorist attack can't solve. I mean, sure, you may have a Kamehameha wave, but I've violated several pacts of the Geneva Convention. What do you got against that? How about
Who's
mustard gas,
truly
Ganon?
evil?
uh, One
How
thing's for
about?
sure. Go
Sorry, you
ahead,
go ahead.
Aaron. No,
No, I was
fuck
wondering if
me.
we were going to break out our more of our now I believe patent pending was it NCU, our Nintendo Cinematic Universe, and the additions that we've made Tears of the Kingdom style. Is that something we want to wrought
Okay,
upon the world?
yeah, so me and Aaron are probably very wrong. Uh, However, so here's the theory, okay? And I don't know what happens in this game, but it is established right from the get-go that Zelda and Link are separated, but not by place, but by time.
Right. Not
Okay.
really
Oh,
spoiler, maybe spoiler.
it's
Uh
fine.
so so the time that Zelda goes back to leads up to how Link gets his new arm. Okay. All right. So there's this dude who, fuck it. All right. This is all I know, and I'm still very early in the game. I know. Hey, don't fucking finger me, dog. All right. So fuck it. So the two gods that made Hyrule, fucking Ganon comes to town and they pin his ass down using his god arm, right? Okay. All right. Transfer to thousands of years in the future. Link and Zelda find Ganon's corpse. God arm still locking Ganon in place. They wake Ganon up. Link gets the god arm. Okay. So that establishes two things. All right. There's two Ganons. Okay. There's one that's alive now with Link, and then the one that when Zelda goes back in time, it's leading up to that event where they have to lock Ganon in place the first time. Meaning, I'm thinking two Ganon boss fights, some in-game style shit where like they're going through time, they're assembling a team to fucking defeat him at both like simultaneous at the same that Aaron take over.
And that's where we were talking about like you got like your Infinity War style battle. First off, Ganon's a part of. He gets pinned down. Motherfucker's back. So now we get like Crisis on Infinite Hyrules. We've got Avengers Endgame style. Let's re-roll that fucking battle. Let's roll out the Links of all times versus the Ganons of all times. You got all your franchises like Hyrule Dynasty Warrior style facing off against each other for the prize of time, the heart and soul of Hyrule. I think it'd be cool if they even let you like Dynasty Warriors swap between each link and play as each one. We could have a great online battler, Team Ganon's versus Team Link's, and just roll this shit out hardcore. And then Nintendo's like, hey, we're fucking sorry about Skyward Sword. We know you guys hated it. We kind of cornholed it in as the beginning of the franchise. This is going to be the new beginning and end. Eat it, nerds. Everything's
What's
here.
what's everybody's beef with fucking Skyward Sword? It's a perfectly cromulent game. I don't understand.
I had fun with it, but it's still at the bottom of my list. A lot of people love
Really?
that fucking game.
Like worse than Spirit Tracks, like worse than Minish Cap.
Link on the
Like,
train.
What? Those are fucking great. Minish Cap's awesome.
okay, I got no beef with Minish Cap. What about Seasons? I mean, there are some shittier
Yeah, the
games than
Oracle
Skyward
games.
Sword, okay?
I mean, like, Skyward Sword did some things that were fun, but I think it really failed when they were like, "This is the very beginning of the timeline." Like,
Because the way
It's
they
still
set this
somewhat.
game up, it is the very, very beginning of the timeline.
Is it the beginning of the timeline or
maybe,
is it the
yeah,
end of the timeline? Or is it a Battle World Doctor Doom convergence scenario?
right.
Because I
That's
mean, this
where.
is the most advanced technologically Zelda has been, and I'm not saying, listen, you ain't got to sell me on lost technology and post-apocalyptic civilizations being less technologically advanced than their predecessors. I'm with you, but like, it feels to me, it's got pieces of Skyward Sword, and I've seen bits and pieces on TikTok. I don't give a fuck about spoilers, but like, you can get the hero of Tom's tunic and cap and pants. Like, I think the
That's what I was
Zeldas
talking.
or the
Yeah.
different links are represented.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you're.
So
Hey,
only
what kind of
time will
time we
tell.
working with on this first branch of the Zoomies?
It does not tell me until it is too late. But we probably got
Goddamn
Excellent.
surprise.
Because I kind of have a half-assed game in this sort of vein to get us a game and to maybe to shut us up on the Zelda side.
that would probably be for
I
the
mean, we can be the
best.
whole hour of the Zelda thing. I don't really care.
Right. So how about until we run out of time, or maybe a little before, I go with a game I just came up with called Triforce Heroes.
Two.
Yeah, two Boogaloo. And I'll give you guys what I think should be very easy things that are generally accepted as like easy projects or just easy things you can do on your own in general. And then you two can, but make it the dumber, harder way. Try Force
Okay.
instead of these. How about
Okay, I
that?
get it. I get it.
So number one, I'll go with real easy. Like, I mean, everybody knows how to open a damn banana. You just peel it a little bit at a time. But why not try Force?
Um, okay, I think I got one. The best way to open your nanner is to get you one of those Nick Saban fuck machines and just jam the nanner on there and then just use the natural grip and friction to peel it the rest of the way off. Try
Yeah,
Force.
it is real good at peeling that skin back.
All
It
right.
is. Got to
Let's
get back
see.
here and clean it.
A harder way to clean a banana. To eat a banana. Okay. You know how you tie a cherry stem in your mouth to prove that you're a real little slut? All right, so you do that with with that means you can suck dick real good if you can tie a cherry stem in
Oh,
your mouth.
hell yeah. I ain't gonna, but I can.
Dude, you pop a whole nanner in your mouth, right? And you fucking tongue that bitch
I
through,
could not.
and you kind of anteater your tongue through it, right? And then
Yeah.
try force, and then you split, you spit out a fucking nanner pill, dude. Called the reverse Donkey
Okay.
Kong.
Let's see that nanner peel fall out of your
That's the beginning of the
It
Donkey
just
Kong
means
timeline.
I can suck dick real good. I can get right to the core.
Oh,
Old
God, I
Sucky
saw.
Kong.
Reverse
There's a
Donkey
woman on
Kong.
TikTok whose entire profile is just her doing live videos of endlessly tying, like she's just got like crochet thread or something, and she's just constantly like tying knots in the thread nonstop as people watch and pay her money. He's like,
So just an ad for OnlyFans then?
yeah, yeah,
That does nothing. That does nothing for me.
nah, not at all. All right, let me try another one here. I got. Hey, Nikki, do you want to be in the video? If not, would you mind moving just a second?
Oh, is this
I
gonna be
want
The
to
the
hell
show him
out.
anything. Yeah, duh. I'm gonna show him your garden. So something else is supposed to be real easy is what is it? Look, Nick's beautiful garden area here. If you can see a little,
Gorgeous.
supposed to be
Beautiful.
easy to. She introduced me to something new that I fucking love called chaos gardening, where essentially some people will just take the leftover seeds of something. Sometimes they'll purposefully buy seeds to just go out in the fucking woods or somewhere and sling the fucking bag over their head. Chaos. See what grows. That seems pretty fucking easy, but why not try force?
Hmm. I would say a series of heavy bombardment World War II style carpet bombing runs, but the bombs are just full of seeds. Depleted uranium and seeds. You get two benefits there. One, you get a good scatter effect with the seeds. Two, the depleted uranium mutates the seeds, horrible plant monsters to fight the Nazis. Everybody wins.
It's like the backstory to those Plants versus Zombies game, right? The cannon with the
Hmm.
monster plants.
That's actually the start of the Plants vs. Zombies timeline.
All right. So gardening, try harder. Easy. All right. You and a friend uh don't use tools. Use what God gave you. Your buddy's gonna throw his legs up over your shoulders, right? You're gonna use him as a human hoe, and he's gonna chow in there with his teeth in
Yes.
his hands. He's gonna claw that back out. You're gonna grab him by the back of his head, right? You're gonna pull his fucking head back, shove it full of seeds,
Oh
shove it back
no.
down, make him spit it into the ground, right? This is oddly sexual. And
Imagine
then
pulling the choke on that fucking one.
yeah, yeah. It don't work if you
Oh,
don't
you
make
got
the
pulled.
sounds.
Oh, got oil leak.
Try force.
What I got for another one here? How about? Oh, we're trying to get in shape, right? Everybody's you gotta get that summer beach body ready, and a real easy way to do that is at home on your own. And you just start with that simple, tried and true, kind of like push-ups. Push-ups are easy. Anybody can do it. Even if you can't do your full body weight, go down to your knees and just do it to you. But why not try force?
So
Let's
for
see.
push-ups, I mean, you got to make them, and with the exception of the Cajun style push-up, which is a
Low and
very well
slow.
established fact. Um, Instead of pushing yourself up, you need to push the entire planet down and then
Goku
release.
push-ups.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Isometric planetary push-ups. Push down, hold Earth, 3 count,
Yep.
release. Just
Chuck
like that.
Norris style.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let's flip that. Instead of push-ups or push-downs, we'll do pull downs. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, follow me. You grab the earth by the ground and you pick that motherfucker up and you and you get every fucking you
Damn.
isolate all the muscles, dude. They're all burning and pumping at the same time. Imagine the amount of blood flow that comes from pulling a molten magma core.
God damn.
That's
I
iron.
didn't think you could get better than pushing the earth down. I think that was the first obvious choice, but I think you one upped him because you flipped it, turned it upside down. Now you're working against gravity and the earth. And like if you're not careful, you just rip your body in twain doing
It's like that Kirby All Stars game where you crack Earth in half.
that. Hey, that gave me an idea for another one. How about making a s'more? I mean, that's pretty. So you ain't even got to have a fire as long as you can melt that delicious little chocolate morsel and marshmallow into a subpar confectionery treat. You can have yourself a s'more. But I want you to try force.
Yeah, so what you're really going to want to do to get an optimal caramelization, a mild reaction on that marshmallow, if you will, and that's to put it inside of a nuclear reactor and remove the control rods and create an entire meltdown because nothing melts chocolate and marshmallow together like out of control, unstoppable, exponentially growing nuclear fission. Scientific fact.
Mm,
And also s'mores monster that will inevitably result from said radiation.
of course.
All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a graham cracker, marshmallow, Hershey
Mhm.
bar, your classic s'more. You're gonna smash that. You're gonna get a JOB 1.5. You're gonna wrap that boy
Nice.
up. Okay, you're gonna lift the tip.
Nice.
You're gonna make sure she don't canoe, and you're gonna spark that bitch, dude. You're gonna smoke a s'more. You know what I'm saying?
By
Right.
force.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so baked.
Hershey Haze all through my brain.
Oh
Oh,
my god, dude, I'm so fucking baked.
how about a s'mores brownie? Those exist. Somebody's made a s'mores brownie. You say and get
S'mores.
Yeah,
mine.
but
Oh
are you
yeah.
making? But what about s'mores fettuccine Alfredo? You're not seeing enough of that these days.
God, now
All
that's
right.
Italian.
That
You know,
they
what about a graham cracker noodle, a wide flat graham cracker noodle
I'm
with your
listening.
cookies and cream sauce? It's got the marshmallow in there, I suppose, and chocolate meatballs.
Hmm.
Chocolate
No,
balls, my
you know what?
man. Couple
Listen,
of
I
Oreo
feel like
balls.
the s'mores fettuccine Alfredo is on the to do list. I feel like I could pull it off.
All right,
It
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
gross.
let's flip it. All right, marshmallow crust. Daniel, is that possible?
Marshmallow crust, in a way, yes. I
A
would need some
marshmallow
more heavy equipment. I'm gonna need a
crust.
deep freezer. I'm gonna need a flash freezer or some sort of dehydrator or something. But yeah, I mean, marshmallows are just hooves and sugar. So, I mean, you should be able to take that collagen and create a harder substance out of it. I mean, Aaron, you've eaten those marshmallow hamburgers before. They get crispity, crunchy, peanut buttery Butterfinger. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like
they
it's
get bad.
impossible.
Also, I think that's a good name for a quaint little historic downtown shop that sells tchotchkes and used goods, hooves and sugar.
Hooves and sugar, two great together at last. Hooves and Is that
Uh,
line from Mr. Burns? It's I could maybe even something made with marshmallows. It's made of hooves, you know.
so
Well,
I went to on my job. I finally went inside of Warehouse Row in Chattanooga, which I didn't think was a real place. It was just a gigantic building that said Warehouse Row.
right. Instead, it's fucking posh as hell. It's fucking schwanky.
Yeah, I had
So
sent the
people,
boys a picture of me in the bathroom while I was there. Um,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, Daniel, you remember that picture? Say, is me and with my pit, I had my shit on, and I was like, "Are y'all trying
yeah,
to fuck?" And you guys were
you're
like,
covered in
"No."
cum. I remember. I remember the whole thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we got 10 minutes, by the way, on this realm. Now, yeah, but it was wild as fuck. Just swanky built, like swanky places on the bottom. I had to take like fucking four heavy ass mats up an elevator to go roll that shit out. But I went inside this like logistics office that's in the fourth floor, right? There was literally like fucking hot dog machines in there, a damn ping pong table, pool table. It was like something. Yeah, okay. I guess what I'm
Did you,
getting at is like
did
there's like businesses that only operate on on ideas. Like our job is talking about stuff, and then
correct?
and then they make the most money. And then there's a pool table and a ping pong table and like air hockey, everything. It's just covered in video games and game
But
games and food,
but
and
why?
they're just
Game.
talking about working about talking. Do you understand that? Like people that
Oh,
put
you talking about the logistics department? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, they got to figure out how to get stuff where and when and by what means. But yeah, there's a lot of like, or maybe even a logistics team would like put together when meetings. I'm sure Aaron in his corporate sphere has had pre-meeting meetings to establish the protocol for the upcoming meeting that is a precursor to the quarterly meeting next week. Like, there's a lot of that. It's
And that's
kind
part of
of,
what's
and thank God
wonderful. No, sorry.
I was gonna say, thank God AI is gonna undo 90% of our jobs. We don't have to put up with that shit anymore.
Yeah. Pandemic helped a little. That's what's beautiful about like the acceptance more in mass of working from home is the doing away with a lot of that useless treatle, man. Because that was just bullshit filler for people to make themselves look important anyway. Like you still wouldn't get any additional connectivity or productivity done. It was just a so assholes could get off the floor and be like, meeting today, I'm gonna make me another cup of coffee and really show them what's what, and just get nothing done at all.
There's very little synergy in these pre-meetings.
Oh,
Uh,
synergy. A better definition for synergy. I always thought I think it's a shame that synergy exists as it does. Synergy should be like a delectable hell energy, a la Doom, that powers our infrastructure.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yes.
with you on that. Synergy should be a term denoted particularly for the energy created by sin.
Yes.
what the fuck is this?
I'm losing
But yeah,
nipple.
that was an interesting place. Also went to went to Champy's and I I got their stuff. Which
Get a
those
40 on the clock.
they did they're a clean
Contractually, no.
building. No, it was a clean building. I will never talk poorly about any company that I go through publicly on this show, but it was clean. And but where they kept their towels out was like outside in the dead ass sun with the heat. So you're picking out all these dirty towels, and it was just like you'd be
Make sure you
surprised.
put the chicken rags in the sun.
Yeah, it was Maggot Town, that's for sure. Daniel,
Oh my God,
when you
bro.
worked
Wait,
at the
wait.
Waffle House, Aaron.
I wanted to know that Champy's order, baby. That's what we get to eat at Champ.
Oh, I didn't get a damn thing. I was cleaning this shit up.
Oh,
It was
well,
Sucking
it
the
was
juice out of the
it was
rags.
yeah, it was
Hmm.
strictly for work.
Oh,
I did go to a Five Guys later, that was paid for by the company.
Okay.
Um, Little cheeseburger, grilled jalapenos, grilled mushrooms, A1 sauce. That was the hamburger that day.
Okay. Yeah, haven't.
$75.
$452. Yes. Yeah. One small bag of fries, $2,000.
Two
But
small
I mean,
fries,
That's a
785,
big old small
14
bag.
pounds of food.
uh, my weight has like fluctuated a lot with this job too, because I'm either like completely busting my ass or I'm sitting down driving for long durations of time. So I gotta be on my game, y'all. It's like I'm up 10 pounds and now I'm down
Down
6.
12.
Hmm.
Okay. This is good for my heart.
Tapeworm. Yeah,
The
3D
heart
print you new
loves
one.
working hard, dude. That's what the heart does. She works hard.
Heart she
Yeah,
holler.
the
The
heart.
heart.
She do. She do.
I always thought
She'll
that
be
show
there
was
for you.
wild.
It was fun.
I've got something.
Yeah, they
Uh,
just got so much talent on it. That was
but it
so
was
like
so
so
bizarre.
zany. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Worst fan bases. We got 5 minutes.
Oh,
Rick and
worst fan
Morty fan
bases.
base, pretty toxic.
Yeah, anything
My Hero
Boston,
Academia.
Red
Yeah.
Sox, Celtics, whatever.
Star Wars fans, even counting myself among them, pretty shitty fan group.
Real shitty.
Just
Uh,
Really, anything weeby or nerdy, video games and anime
yeah.
for sure.
the
I'm
Dark
gonna
Souls
say
community, pretty bad. I'm part of that, but
Yeah.
not a gatekeeper. But
white supremacist,
No
Nazis, they're a
summons.
pretty bad fan base. The things they're fans of, I'm not really a fan of. Pretty
Yeah,
shitty,
yeah.
toxic people.
what
Oh,
else?
the clock is ticking.
Taylor Swift's.
Swifties are annoying, and
Boy,
Swifties are
we will
very
hear from
annoying.
them about it.
I'm
Yeah.
about to have to mute y'all. I don't want anybody in my house to hear that shit.
Oh, see, we're
Uh,
behind enemy lines, dude.
Faux feminism. Fuck off.
Ooh,
Damn,
those
Aaron with the
are
hottest take of all time, dude.
deep, deep, hurtful
God.
words.
You can go on
Shitty.
Jezebel. I
I
agree.
mean, let's see. Shitty, toxic fan bases. Um, I hate to say it, but a lot of metal fans are not always the
Oh
best fan
yeah,
base. I'm not deriding the music. I'm just saying the fan base sometimes can be
a lot
a
of
little.
gatekeeping in metal
Oh,
music.
yeah,
It
really
can.
not
That's the first one I haven't felt as resolutely, though. All the others I've pretty much agreed with. I think you get some metal softies too, but it
Yeah,
depends on who you're
I
seeing
mean,
for
if
sure.
you can like one shitty metal band, but as long as you have like, you gotta have respect for, Slayer, Metallica, Motorhead, Iron Maiden. you know, all those bands, you'll be able to get by. Tool fans, sorry, TR,
Yes,
you're
God,
fine.
yes. Ugh,
But a
the
lot of Tool
worst.
fans are like, you don't fucking get it, man. They're they're man, they're
Yeah.
smart
20
metal,
years
man.
from now, everybody's gonna get it. Like, okay,
When the third
sure.
eye opens the entire way, dude, spread open like an asshole of a chipmunk,
Gaping.
graping.
You know, I'll throw myself in a group that's pretty toxic. People who are into witchcraft. That community
I could see
surprisingly
that.
unforgiving, gatekeeping, and just generally shitty altogether. There are a
You
few
know,
people who are willing to like help and be a part of it, but I encountered a lot in those groups. Like if you say anything, the other day I was in a group, and somebody's like, "What are you doing for the new moon?" And I threw my answer out there, and then 9 people were like, "Actually, on the new moon, you're supposed to." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch! I don't care."
two things
Well,
annoy me
we're
about
both,
those communities. Like, I
yeah.
don't like that it's gatekeepy and they won't let you in unless you were born into it, bred into it, sacrificed the right thing. And the other thing, the second thing, something they rail against and seem to just not realize they're absolutely 100% as guilty of is like, please don't push your fucking religion on me. They'll get on to fucking other people about it and then they'll be the first to tell you, like, you fucking up because of the moon. You gotta hate in the house. You're gonna die. Like, please don't push your shit on me, okay? Just take it easy
Oh, I
and
feel you.
do it on your own.
Yeah, they're very anti-religion, but can't quite understand that a lot of times they establish themselves in a very based, dogmatic religion. It's like, okay,
They're just playing with rat bones, just
oh
playing.
yeah, we're all playing with rat bones. Whether you're a Catholic priest, a warlock, you're all playing with bones, usually small bones.
It's
And
gotta be.
we should probably tell people how to play with our bones and get the hell out, right? We got less than 60 seconds now.
That
We're gonna
is
do it
true.
again.
Aaron, I guess if you want to let us know how much more time you got, or are you done?
I'm done, baby. I got a house out. I got to meet some folks. I loved y'all.
Well, listen, if you guys want to fucking follow us on social media at Talking Hogs on everything except for Twitter, that's backwards. Email us at Gmail, talkinghogspodcast at gmail.com, the hot sauce, atlburns.com, promo code HOGS15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Go to the Patreon if you want to hear some of the classics, patreon.com/talking hogs. The more you pay, the more we'll actually want to do something with it. And as always, keep hogging. We'll be back next week with a full episode.
Keep
Keep
hogging.
hogging.
And okay, you know what? Here's the fucking deal. Aaron might be gone, but that doesn't mean that we are gone because we're not. We're back in a special edition of the episode we were just doing, a part two, if you will, that I will add to this, that I'm calling the Brothers of Destruction.
Just the two, two boys,
Two
two
boys,
fellas, two brothers.
two brothers shitting around, dude, talking about life, talking about things that Aaron normally doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk
Uh,
trash about Aaron while he's not here.
yeah, Aaron sucks, dude. He's the worst. What do you think he's
I
doing
heard
right
he's
now?
got a I heard he's got a fingernail on the end of his fucking dick that he uses to open beer cans with. This is what I've heard.
Yeah, and that fingernail's name is Matthew, dude.
Yeah. Hangs off of it with his teeth.
Yeah. Oh man, what else? What do you think Aaron's actually doing, dude? Do you think he's going out?
Dude,
Or
he's
do you...
meeting somebody. It's Sunday. It's sunny outside. He's probably at like Squeeze Fest or Beerorama or a
Cheese
hot dog
Town?
carnival or oh yeah, the Aaron Con 2023.
Meat Parade, downtown Chattanooga's Meat Parade 2012. He went back in time.
He did. I could just see Aaron like on a parade float for like the Aaron Day parade and just waving
He's got enough
like
money. He
fucking
probably
Santa
he
Claus.
okay. Here's what Aaron did. He ran out all of Market Street, right? Closed it down, and he just had it's just a blimp, a Hindenburg style blimp, just cruising through the streets.
Like 4 feet off the ground, like just really wreaking havoc.
It's just wedged in between downtown buildings, just
Yeah, knocking street lights over, pushing cars out of the way.
he is just chain smoking cigars, inhaling, by the way, which is
Yeah,
not good.
he's
But
got one
somehow
in
he's
each
doing
nostril. Just
it. We just talk shit on Aaron for 20 minutes straight. He would appreciate it.
He don't listen to the show. It's fun.
No. The two saltiest dogs of the podcast. Truly, if Aaron wasn't with us, this would probably be an hour of just shit talking.
Nah, he'd probably join us, honestly, in all fairness.
You think so? I always feel like Aaron is the moral compass of the show.
Moral compass? That's questionable. That's questionable.
Who's
There's
the
some
moral compass
comments
of the
that I can
show?
pull. Young Jamie, pull the audio.
Yeah, just every bad thing
Aaron's
Aaron's
countless
ever said.
references to reducing the age of marriage and consent, his continual stance on fuck babies. Like, I don't know,
yes.
man. Pull the audio.
Well, I think you would be more along the lines of like chaotic good.
I like to think of myself as the immoral compass of the show.
Yeah, it's just spinning around in a circle.
Yeah, like it's a compass, but I'm at the North Pole and it's just going crazy.
Let's see. I think I'm more. If you're okay, if you're, I guess I would be okay. Maybe I'm chaotic good and you're chaotic neutral.
I like to think of myself as lawful evil if we're using D&D
Lawful
terms.
evil.
I'm evil, but I have a code of law. They are all evil laws, but they do exist.
But by God, we adhere to them to the T.
That's correct.
I can't. I can't believe he fucking left us to go to fucking Beer Town 2.2. Dude, he went to downtown Dalton's very first hand job festival, man.
Oh, the downtown Dalton Handjob Fest. I love that. The HJF, they do it every year. It's the third annual one. Man, you'll talk about
right there in the pavilion.
But you know what that does? That brings jobs to local workers. The cleanup on that event is
Local jerkers.
astronomical, and that helps the economy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of they've got fun carnival games for everybody where it's like instead of a kissing booth, it's a jerking booth. It's kind of like a glory
The
hole
jizzing booth.
situation. Yeah, the jizzing booth, and that booth is about 3/4 full.
That booth is a mess.
It look, that
There's a
Flex
long
Seal
line at the
is
jizzing
just
booth.
a big PVC tube like what they use in that Flex Seal commercial, and it's about to
There's
burst.
You remember how Nickelodeon just worked slime into every show for some reason?
We can do an hour and a half on Nickelodeon in the '90s period.
Ooh, I don't. That's a scary place to be.
Dan
There were
Schneider,
some like
baby.
severely twisted fetishists running the network
Dan
choices of that
Schneider.
network.
You go and you look back at all the producers for all those shows. It's that guy, Dan Schneider. He was the fat guy who was the manager at Good Burger. That's
Yeah.
Dan Schneider. So, folks at home, next time you watch some old Nickelodeon stuff, pay attention. See the things that me and Daniel see. Read between the lines. You're going
Yes.
to see a
Open
lot
your
of
third
close-ups
eye.
on. You're going to see a lot of close-ups of children's feet.
A lot. And a lot of them getting shoved into things, nastified. I mean, a lot of those early Nickelodeon shows can have some Pornhub tags.
And honestly, you can probably find some of the clips on Pornhub. You're looking back a couple
You
episodes of
can.
iCarly show up on Pornhub. You're confused.
Kenan Thompson sticks feet into chocolate. Send.
Oh. Oh yeah, Kel. Yeah, Kel gets doused in orange soda.
Oh, righteous, bruh.
Jamie Lynn Spears just
Oof. I
amidst
don't even want to.
common.
And that
You
shit
did,
carried on for a better, almost 2 damn decades of that shit.
yeah, I think he
It's
only. I mean, he got away. Nickelodeon
mm-hmm.
just kind of let him go, and he went
They
on his
always
own
do. Swept it
way.
under the rug.
I mean, you gotta think. You hear about the music guys a lot now. Your Michael Jacksons, your R. Kellys, the producers that were involved. But like these kids, TV show producers from the '90s they don't get their comeuppance. How are they able to skirt by?
It's money, baby. I mean, it's you got to look at the companies that back those networks. I mean, all of them are either owned by Viacom, BlackRock, any of these large money producing hedge funds. I mean, if you just As I've said before, it's well stated on the show, follow the money. Cui bono? Who benefits? And that's really what you gotta ask yourself. Follow the money. Just at the top of the pile is just like King Goodburger just counting his stacks of money. He's like, yes, more.
Lying
But yeah,
upon
like
it.
go watch those first two seasons of all that on Netflix
Oh
and like
yeah.
see if you don't see what I see.
Amanda Bynes is fucked for a reason.
Very much so.
She is totally destroyed in the brain. Britney Spears, she's totally destroyed. Now that's not Nickelodeon, that's Disney, and you hear even less about the Disney producers.
They're the same entity though. That's the
Is
thing, is they're both owned by Viacom. They're both subsidiaries of MTV. They would put the children actors in there and then filter the more successful ones out and then funnel them into the MTV Viacom program. Both of them
fuck,
did it.
dude. The Brothers of Destruction, dude.
I'm telling you, the show is taking a dark turn.
The Axis of Evil, man.
God damn. What are we to do?
I should dress up. Maybe we should dress up as women. Who
Kids
would?
in the Hall did that. They had a pretty good successful run with it. So, I mean, it's viable.
Why not?
You ain't put a gun in my head to get me to do it, honestly.
Yeah, we don't see you from the waist down. High
Oh, I
heels,
know.
skirt,
Good Lord.
everything you could ever
I mean,
want, dude.
talk about fine. You want to talk about a fine piece of ice? This guy right here.
This guy, the possum that you just pointed at.
Oh yeah, this possum right here in my background video.
Uh huh. Uh
Fine piece
huh.
of possum ass. What you do? What that pouch do?
You can carry a lot of nuts in there, can't it? Oh yeah, I've got a bit that I'm thinking about running on the show, where you're Macho Man reading Zillow ads. What do you think?
Oh, fantastic. I love doing that. That's the mark of a good voice actor is like, yeah, you can do an impression. Everybody can snap into a Slim Jim,
But can you tell me about a
everybody
three
can scream
bedroom,
at
two
the
bath?
top. Yeah, but can you read Shakespeare as the Macho Man? Like, can you deliver Robert Frost as the Macho Man? Like that's the mark of success. I did find, and it's been hard to find. You'd be surprised, but that speech that Macho Man gives as Rastlor in the episode of Dexter's Lab that we're all familiar, or it
Oh
dial M
yeah,
for monkey
yeah.
specific. It's hard to find a transcript of that, but somebody made a TikTok video the other day, and I like saved it, reposted it, everything I could possibly do. I'm gonna try my best to memorize the Rastlor speech. You remember it, right?
Oh yeah. I'll never break your spirit.
I can break your bones. I can crush your body, but I can never break your spirit. But that big speech at the beginning is like, for eons I've scoured the cosmos, find a planet worthy of like that one.
Live from the Hippodrome.
I'm the Fly Guy Promotor. Like,
Promotor, yeah, dude. Oh man,
genius.
Promotor. That whole episode of Dexter's Lab, and I believe it might actually be is it episode 2? Yeah, because it's Dodgeball, which is a classic Dexter and the fucking dodgeball robot.
That dodgeball episode, like, elevated and changed the landscape of children's cartoons for like the next 3 decades. That singular episode. Do you remember the Dexter's Lab? Like, I guess it was a made for TV movie. It's like an hour or so long. Dexter goes to Japan, brings the
Yes,
dodgeball suit, fights the
absolutely.
Japanese mecha kids.
Yeah, dude. Incredible. Everybody shows out. Major Glory, Valhalla,
The Dexter
everybody's
family robot.
all under the Japanese sun, dude.
Oh man, it really was because he has to fight that giant like kaiju beast with the axe for a face. Like, what was Gendy Tartakovsky doing? Like, I get getting inspiration for making things like that, but most of mine comes from shit like that. Where was he pulling this shit? Just straight out of his ass. Like that man never ceases to amaze.
Now,
Everything he's touched, and we can go on and on about some of his lesser successful projects, but even the ones like oh god damn, what was that one that he did? With the giant robot, Brian Posehn's in it. Um, oh god, they Anyway, I'll Google it. But
Google it. Did you watch
it
Primal?
was Primal's amazing. I've
Yeah.
watched Primal with Rena. Only maybe 1 or 2 episodes I probably shouldn't have. The one where he gets the Hulk serum and just starts ripping people's heads in half.
Yeah.
Not a child friendly episode, but some of them are really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was that show was really wonderful. You gotta
Oh,
let me know.
Primal's amazing. Got a new one coming. Unicorn Warriors Elite. I don't know if you've seen the trailers for that. Of course, his OG Clone Wars Star Wars thing, the best Clone Wars iteration of all time. Oh, I'm thinking of Symbiotic Titan. Do you remember that?
No.
Symbiotic Titan is fucking awesome. Um, it's got like some old Voltron vibes, but it's CGI, but it's clean. It's got kind of a modern Scooby Doo kind of animation. It's fucking dope. But it only made like a season or two. It's one of those things like Invader Zim where it was really expensive to produce,
Yeah.
and like that's what happened to Zim, right? Is like Zim was getting the same ratings as SpongeBob, but SpongeBob was like a third of the cost to produce that Invader Zim was.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
crazy as
episodes of
shit.
SpongeBob are cheap as fuck to make. Nothing against them. I love them, but like they're cheap. A couple voice actors, some low quality animation, you're good to go. Zim was CGI. I mean, you had top tier voice actors on that shit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
We're talking like early 2000s CGI. That shit took
Yeah.
like millions of dollars a second to produce. Like it was a lot.
On the topic of cartoons, you and Aaron, but I'm gonna pass this to you as our resident, I would say Simpsons expert. We're all pretty well versed, but I think I feel like in this situation, since Aaron's not in the fucking conversation, you're the expert right now. But
I would have been whether he was here or not.
the principal, and it's not Principal Skinner's badass song. Is it the principal and the pauper? The one where the real principal, the real Skinner shows up.
Armin Tamzarian, that
Armentan,
episode.
yeah. Why is that episode so divisive?
Well, it's one of the first times in The Simpsons where they started doing let's change the status quo. You got to think Armin Tamzarian season
I think it's a
10,
nine. Yeah, it's
maybe even
nine or
11.
10. Yeah.
So you're a decade into The Simpsons probably at this point, if you count the Tracy Ullman stuff in the late 80s. You're a decade into Simpsons canon. And it's the first time they changed the status quo, and it set precedent for them to kill Maud, to make Barney sober, to do things that went against what they had established. And the Armin Tamzarian thing is probably also divisive in the fact that it goes by the standard Simpsons format that everything resets at the end of the episode, and it makes it's more pointless than other times that it's done. So in the episode where Homer loves Flanders, the one where they're friends. And
Yeah.
they even call it out. They break the fourth wall and are like, the episode's over and Dad's still friends with Flanders. Maybe this is the end of our adventures. Then it goes back to being normal. The Simpsons call that out. And then in Norman Tamzarian, like it makes the whole thing just a fruitless episode. It doesn't amount or account for anything. And I think that was one of the first times that allowed them to continue to do that and make those little changes that it's like Star Wars fan base. You change something, even if it's bad, even if it's broken, if you change it, they're mad about it. I don't hate that episode. It doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense, but I don't
Right.
hate it.
Yeah, there's a few scenes in there that are very they've got some really funny parts to it. Um
My
but
favorite
like
line from that episode is when he rides off on the motorcycle. He like pulls it out of storage and shit, and he's like, "It's Principal Skinner." He's like, "Up yours, children!" Just fucking rides out
yeah.
on his motorcycle.
Him just like combing his hair during war. He's like, "No, my comb."
Yeah, I think Skinner's a really beloved character at that point. Really, up to that point, there have been a lot of heartwarming episodes with him, especially with him and Bart. And when you take that away, it discredits some of that shit, and it's just not. Simpsons. We talk about bad fan bases. Simpsons fan bases can be like that too. I'm a member of a lot of Simpsons groups online, and I mean it's a very toxic environment.
See, yeah, and Futurama. as far as I know, didn't get that same kind of vitriol because I guess if they established so early on that
It has a think it having the sci-fi aspect to it allows it to be more fluid and the ability to change because you can undo or rewrite or redo what you need to do with time travel, alternate dimensions, clones, shit of that nature. And when you undo something in Futurama, it's not a big deal. It can be
yeah,
reset. And two, with Futurama, you got to remember that's the reason the Simpsons drop off in season 12 is because all the writers, including Matt Groening and the better writers and producers, shifted over to Futurama, leaving the dregs back working on the Simpsons. That's why Simpsons season 12 is such shit, and Futurama season 1 is so good.
God, season 1 of Futurama. Was there ever
Uh,
better first season?
no, it's not the best season of Futurama, but it's probably one of the best season ones of any animated adult TV show. And
Yeah,
I'd put it up against season 1 of Family Guy. I'd put it up against season. I don't know. I don't want to put it up against season 1 of Squidbillies because that shit's fucking fire.
God, they came hot out the fuck. They knew exactly what they weren't trying to find a footing with that show. It was just like we know
No,
exactly what this show is.
we're gonna do this, and this is either gonna take or not. And same with no, Aqua Teen season 1 is not the best.
Aqua Teen doesn't really fire off until like 2 and 3.
Yeah,
3 is like the best one. That's where you
yeah.
have like uh shit. Like Total Recall, Frat Aliens, uh Revenge of the
Dinos,
Trees.
Dealers,
Revenge of the Trees is probably my favorite.
Revenge of the
Like just
Trees, absolutely.
we don't know. We're trees. Just ripping the skin off of Carl's back to write down everything in the court transcript.
Yep, and you get the Moon Knights in season 3, I believe too, right?
Yeah, yeah, you get them in 2 and 3. I think 3, like season 2, I think is when you get the Foreigner Belt episode.
Yes,
Uh
god damn.
that one's killer.
Double vision. Woo.
That show went off the fucking deep end pretty much after they made the movie. Where it was like, what
Yeah, but
even
that
is
first
this?
movie I feel is pretty good.
The
I
movie
mean,
is good. Uh
I saw it in theaters. That's how old I am.
God, I had, yeah, God, I bought that as soon as it came out, dude. I remember going to Media Play in Chattanooga when they were still Media Play, and I bought seasons 2, 3, and 4 of Aqua Teen, and that's all I did was just watch that
Oh,
over and
shit's
over
good.
again. And first 2 seasons, well, there's only 3 seasons of Chappelle's Show, but those 2 seasons of Chappelle's Show was on a constant fucking loop.
Season 3 show is equal to Zoom call Talking Hogs episode. It's good.
But it ain't the same.
It's not season 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is Aaron went off to Africa to go find himself right now.
He's buying up
That
a bunch of real estate in lower income neighborhoods and giving people a fair and equitable place to live. So good for Aaron.
oh dude, on the job the other day, I had to drive past the soup kitchen like 3 or 4 times. Let me tell you, it's intense. It is intense. I can only imagine it on a larger, this is just Chattanooga. Like if this was like the Atlanta soup kitchen, like good God, if this is what Chattanooga is, holy shit. They're just walking in the fucking streets and they know I'm right there and they don't give a fuck. It's
I
intense.
would I would be interested to see just from a statistical standpoint, like the wage disparity in Atlanta versus Chattanooga. I mean, Atlanta obviously has more money, and there's a big wage gap in Atlanta for sure. Don't get me wrong. But Chattanooga feels like you are either exceedingly wealthy or exclusively in poverty. There doesn't
Yeah,
seem to be a lot of middle ground.
I have literally at this point, in terms of like the mainland Chattanooga, not North Shore, I have now in the work truck, I'd say I've driven on 85% of it. I have really went everywhere there now.
I couldn't do it, man. I don't have the nerves for that kind of shit, especially in the kind of truck you're driving. There's no fucking way.
Like honestly, they don't like people really like if I was in a personal car that, and my personal car is very much a, you know, uh hey y'all, it's no some big formidable fucking work truck. Like no one it's strange. I mean, but I don't feel a certain way about it, I guess because I'm working. Um but I did have to do like 6 or 7 restaurants on Market Street and Broad Street during lunch in that truck. Dude, you got to throw that thing on the side of the road and throw your hazards on. And I'm pushing shit across to the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Uh, but I do think I'm about to have a legitimate route on my own, and it will not be in downtown Chattanooga, which was like, I can do, if I have to do it, I'll do it. And I won't fucking gripe about it. Well, I'm hoping that I don't have to do it. So I'm thinking I might be towards Ottawa and Cleveland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that I was like, God, I could do that shit all fucking day.
I
That's
like it
easy.
over there. It's a weird hidden pocket in this weird Georgia, Tennessee community. And aside from all the Seventh day Adventist weirdness that takes place over there, it's not a bad place to be.
No,
Cleveland is what Cleveland is. Cleveland is a cesspool of scum and villainy, the likes of which we'll never see again. But, Ottawa, other than the weird Seventh day Adventist stuff, it's really not that bad. Can't
no.
get shit done on a Saturday, but I mean, other than that,
Um, so yeah, I'm hoping that hoping that goes in my favor. Um, and then we'll be cooking then. It's weird not having a route because pretty much you're at the mercy of whoever's out. So like if you have a dude that's out and he's exclusively downtown Chattanooga, not only do you not know that route, you have to figure it out on the fly, give the people what they need, and then also like, hey, by the way, you're right by the aquarium in the busiest time of the day. So I hope you're fucking ready to drive because these people are not going to let you fucking through.
and that's the thing about making errand levels of money is that you very seldom, even if you are able to obtain errand money, you never get the low amount of errand problems. That's the ratio that he seemed to have conquered. No concept of material wealth. Money means nothing. Also, no worries, bruh.
No rules, just right.
Just come.
Just come. Well, Daniel, I think that pretty much covers the time that we needed to cover to make this more of an episode.
Well,
I've
thank you
enjoyed my
for
time with you.
allowing me the extra 20 minutes to fetishize children's cartoons, lament about secret societies, and just pick on Aaron as much as humanly possible.
And on behalf of Aaron, out spending millions of dollars at some kind of hidden fight club, I'm assuming some kind of chicken fight that he's
Downtown Duck
probably at.
Con 2023.
If you want to see Aaron and his personalized blimp, reach us out. You've already heard the plugs already. We won't do it again. On behalf of Aaron, keep hogging.
Keep hogging.